You're watching Delta Daybreak.
Well, we are back in the kitchen with Ernesto, and we are cooking, not with Crisco, with olive oil and several other items.
There you go.
Yes,
Can you
that's
explain
right.
this dish one more time, just in case some viewers might have just catching the last bit of this show?
Yeah, actually, this is what we call Filipino menudo. You know, and menudo came from the Latin word minutus, and which means small. Yeah, so
And everything is small, even small raisins.
yeah, small raisins are there. And actually, you know, right now we are ready to put this carrots. Actually, this is about 3 medium carrots, and I chopped them in really small pieces. I already pre-chopped them earlier so that they're already here on this bag. And you know, as we just stir it a little bit like this, we're gonna put next these potatoes. If you see the wok right here, what happened earlier was, you know, I kind of like half cooked them by stir frying.
Oh yes, just kind of soften them up a bit, huh?
Scoop that
Yes.
So that they won't be so.
And I kind of like stir fry them for about 3 minutes, you know, but while you're doing that, you gotta have to, you know, keep moving them fast. Otherwise, it might stick on the pan.
I got you.
Or it might get burned on one side and didn't get cooked enough on the other side.
Now these
So-
potatoes as well, they'll soak up some of this, all this juice you have going.
Yeah,
right?
because, you know, it was a little bit soupy earlier, so right now, it's getting less soupy because of all these vegetables and potatoes
That's
as
cool.
well.
Just kinda soaking it in.
And so after the potatoes, we're going to have to put this let's just put this pepper, red bell pepper, black pepper.
Okay.
You know, about 1 teaspoon to 1.5 teaspoon of black pepper. Just like that.
So far we have black pepper, potatoes, carrots, pork butts, pork,
Yeah.
pork
Pork liver.
liver.
Yeah. And after this, we're gonna put this red bell pepper first.
No,
Yeah.
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 Really good ingredient.
I usually put the red bell pepper last because, you know, it's just the easiest vegetable to get cooked.
Oh yes,
And I
indeed. It
put
softens up. Really.
Yes, and I put the carrots first because they're the hardest to get cooked or something.
Hey, yeah.
So, you know, we're gonna have to analyze about a little bit of, you know, food science about which one will get cooked first or which one could get cooked fast.
Exactly. So you don't have some overcooked vegetables and you don't have some undercooked vegetables.
Right.
Hey,
so
I like the way you operate.
We're gonna have to operate it in the way that, you know, the right sequence or something.
Right.
Yeah. And you know, since I put this already, I'm ready to put this green bell pepper. I'm sorry. Yeah.
This
Just
seems like it would be
this.
kind of spicy. What will the raisins do? I know you only have 2 small packages of raisins. Will you be able to taste the...
Yeah, with two packages of raisins, you know, it will give you the sweet element too.
Okay.
So this is kind of like balance of everything.
That is so
Yeah.
interesting.
And menudo, of course, you know, means small.
Right.
So, you know, we want this to be really so much balance of all taste from both worlds.
And what I find interesting, Ernesto, you say, being that we put your segment on WXVT.com, actually
Yeah.
people from all over the world
Oh, yes.
watch your segment.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So
Yeah.
you have family back in the
In
Philippines.
the Philippines.
That
and
is awesome.
Most provinces there too, they saw the show. You know, those 3 shows. It's the 4th time though. Yeah, and they're really so excited each time. And even some of my friends in California and New Jersey, my relatives in New Jersey, even in Japan,
Even
it's
in-
being, you know, being
That
seen.
is amazing.
I promise you.
So we'll send
Yeah.
a nice little hello to everyone out there.
Yes.
Yeah, and you look, you know, it's getting a little bit more colorful right now.
And not quite as juicy.
Yeah.
You can
It's
actually-
starting to thicken up
Yeah,
a bit.
you can tell
It's
that
kind of
it is.
thickened up a little bit now. So, you know, there's just a right sequence for everything. But right now, while we're simmering this for another about 5 to 6 minutes or so, I'm just going to recapitulate what really happened earlier.
Okay.
You know, we left you hanging, guys, with the pork butt being, being stir-fried a little bit, sautéed. And when they got a little bit of brown or something, I'm going to put pork liver and just stir a little bit. Then I put next the, after the pork liver, I put next the soy sauce, about 1 cup of soy sauce. And you just stir a little bit like that. When the soy sauce had been absorbed by the meat, then you're gonna simmer it for about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, and after that 15 minutes of within 15 minutes of simmering, that's the time that you have to use for your potatoes.
Okay.
You're gonna have to peel your potatoes.
Exactly.
Don't peel the potatoes too early; it might get discolored.
All
You know,
right.
because of the oxygen or
Right.
something.
And you want that just peeled color to it, right?
Yes,
That
and then
peel.
once you got them peeled, you gotta have to dice the potatoes or something and stir fry it about 3 minutes and set it aside. And once the set aside potatoes sitting on there, after 15 minutes of simmering for this dish, we're gonna have to put all the rest of the ingredients, just like what I did a little earlier.
Gotcha.
Starting from the carrots and so on.
And now this
That's
will
it.
feed quite a few people. I mean, there's a lot of food in here.
Yeah, and actually, this dish is really healthy for for people who are so conscious. Yeah, carrots has anti-cancer effect and good for our eyes. Raisins has anti-osteoporosis effect.
And on the pork butt, you do cut off the fat of the
Oh,
meat,
yeah.
which
I
makes
So,
it
so
a
it's
little better.
completely lean. And now
Yes.
with the ingredients that you put in here, such
Yeah.
as the soy sauce. Now, soy sauce is a big player in Filipino food, correct?
Oh, yes, yeah.
I mean, it's
Right.
used for many, many dishes.
Yeah, soy sauce is really, really good for not only for taste but also for coloring too.
Hey, I
Yeah,
got
it
you.
darkens the dish a little bit, kind of so or something. And this dish is, seems like this, kind of stir it a little bit like this, and it just looks so great right now.
Right, yes, it
indeed.
does.
That's looking
It's
awesome.
just, it has like a rainbow-like of effect. Yeah.
So many colors. That's what I was about to say. You have the darks from the raisins. You have the lights from the potatoes and carrots.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you can
Very
see,
festive.
very festive. Yeah, and this kind of like very good for parties, anniversaries.
And what do you typically eat this with, say, at a party? Would you serve it in a bowl? Would you serve it on a plate?
Usually we just serve it, on a small bowl
Yeah.
or just in a plate, since it's not that thick. The soup-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once it absorbs, it gets pretty thick. It's
Right.
thick enough to where you don't have to put it in a bowl.
And usually, menudo is very, very popular also for Mexican people. So that's why I call it Filipino menudo, because it's kind of like an entirely different stew-like kind of dish.
Right.
If you're familiar with the stew dish,
Oh,
it
of
looks
course.
like kind of stew-like kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it does. Yes,
But
it
it's
does.
Filipino menudo, and it's really very inspired by Mexican people, but it's our own thing.
Your own take
Yeah.
on it. I like
Yeah.
that.
Well, we look forward to tasting this. That is for sure. We'll let you know what it tastes like. But first, Ryan, one last check of the weather.
Yes, indeed, Stephanie. It looks like those mild temperatures will remain in effect until today, but it looks like they will be picking up going into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, back into the middle 90s. But it will be a little more mild than those upper 90s that we've been seeing as of late. Overnight lows picking up out of the 60s into the 70s. Nearest projected rain chance comes in around Monday and Tuesday at 20%, and I know the farmers are begging for that rain because we have seen kind of a semblance of a drought as of
Yeah.
late.
Yes, we have, and they definitely are. And we have a winner today. Our Delta Smartest caller is Larry Stafford. And Ryan, I'm going to let you read the answer to our question.
Indeed, in 1987, this lieutenant colonel ranked more viewers than game shows and soap operas as the Iran-Contra hearings were televised. And that was Oliver North. Indeed, indeed. Quite a big player in that entire situation. So, Larry Stafford, congratulations of Greenville. You are Delta Daybreak Smart Caller.
Congratulations.
That Oliver North answer there.
And Ryan, I do believe
And
we're
right
the
now-
Delta's luckiest two people right now.
Yes.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
about to try this dish.
Yeah, and actually, what I have over here is rice.
Okay.
And actually, we usually serve this with, buns of bread or something, or rice. But I
Okay.
usually prefer it with rice.
Hey,
yeah.
yes,
So,
indeed.
we kind of serve it like this. Put a little bit of a rice on the side of this plate. And, this would really, really be tasting so good and healthy.
And
I
healthy.
did not put too much rice because this is just kind of like taste test
Taste
anyway.
test,
Yes.
I like that.
Whatsoever. And
Well, Ryan and I can try a quick bite real
Yeah.
quick before we end Delta Daybreak for today. And so everyone can see our faces. And would you mind if we just stuck a plastic spoon in there just to get a quick taste before the rice gets done?
Oh yeah. Right now, there's just a
Plastic.
spoon right there. Very good.
Ryan?
Indeed, indeed.
Yep.
And then you don't mind if I take the lid off this, do you?
Oh yeah, definitely you
Okay.
can. And I got here.
Um,
Wow.
the flavor is amazing.
And you can always log on to WXVT.com if you missed any of the segments today,
Yep.
because we still have it going on.
It tastes so good.
As
Oh,
always.
it does taste delicious, and you should try the recipe. And
Oh, that is
you'll be
awesome.
very happy with it. Thank you so much for joining us today. We definitely
Tastes so
appreciate
good.
it. And have a wonderful day.
If you've suffered from a sports injury or were hurt at work, or if you've recently had joint or hip replacement surgery, or if you have any physical issue that keeps you from doing what you want to do, River City Rehab can help. We offer physical therapy for sports, athletic, or orthopedic injuries, all in one conveniently located facility. Visit www.wxvt.com and click on Health Connections, River City Rehab. River City Rehab, we help you heal.
Gotta love how crowded